Hello, hello. Sometimes I wish I had some like entrance music, like just because I'm so excited to be here. So I've got a really cute card for us today. This one is one that I have made to give in with a gift to some of my crafty buddies. So I don't know about you, but I have a very, very crafty July. I am going to be attending 3 different crafting retreats. One of them is in Kansas City at Paper Ganza, and that is craft roulette in-person event. And Whimsy Stamps has been a sponsor for craft roulette many times, where you can win prizes from Whimsy Stamps for participating in the craft roulette. It is a kind of a game show that's on YouTube. If you've never watched it, it is really fun and you should check it out. So I'm going to their in-person event. I'm also attending a fundraiser here in Texas called Caitlin's Crop, which is a really fun crop that is a fundraiser for troubled teens and things. So in that crop, I will be with a group, and there's about 7 to 9 of us in the group. So I am making these cards to put in my little gift bags to the other group members in my group. So this one says, "Get crafty." And on the inside, "Life is better when you're crafting." And, I will be with like-minded folks that weekend. So I'm very excited. So the products I used to make this one is this brand new set. It is called Crafty Fun. It's got lots of little icons for crafters. And then this is a fun alphabet set, and it is a Fa-Doodle set. It's called AI Fa-Doodles, but it's just an alphabet Fa-Doodle. And then I went ahead and paired that with the Weirdo frame. So I'm not using a lot, and this card is not difficult at all, but it is fun. So I stamped all my icons from our stamp set and colored them up for my card. And then I wanted to add kind of a stabilizing color, so I went with black just to kind of ground everything. And let's go ahead and prepare our card front. Nope, that one's dirty. Let's see if I can find a somewhat clean one. There we go. All right, so to get started, I am going to lay my frame on here, and we're going to go ahead and stamp our words. And so I have crafty. I have craft on one and my Y, because my Y didn't fit on my longest block. So no problem. We're going to get that stamped. And I forgot to kind of mention the theme for the Caitlin's Crop this year is "Come on, get crafty." So that is part of why I made this card say "Get crafty." And it's very much a hippie theme, and it's going to be a fun time. So tell me there in the chat or in the comments if you take advantage of going to crafty retreats and crops and fun things like that. I find summertime is a great time to take in some of those events. And I hope that some of you get to do that. It's really fun. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean this block so that I can get the next word. Sorry, that's probably shaking the whole entire table. And today's card is going to be a fast one. I also wanted to mention that you may have noticed that through the month of July, my videos, rather than being live, they have been pre-recorded. And that is because of all these crafty events and vacations and things that I have throughout the month of July. I'm actually only home at my house like 4 days out of the month of July. The rest of the time I am traveling, and it's just a really busy month. So I thought that I would go ahead and just get my videos recorded so that we wouldn't miss a beat crafting together. Just going to center that right up here. Another thing that I would love to know, if you wanted to put there in the comments, do you stamp using a block, or do you always use a MISTI or a stamping platform of some kind? I'm just curious. You probably notice in my videos that a lot of times, especially for sentiments and things like this, that I just use a stamping block. I think the MISTI is a wonderful invention and stamping platforms, but sometimes I pretty much only use them if I feel like I'm not going to get a good, nice, solid impression. Then I go ahead and use it so I can do it over. There we go. But Whimsy's quality of stamps are so good, I really have no trouble getting a great impression with them. Put that away, and now we're going to do just a little bit of ink blending. Not a lot today, but a little. Put my icons back in here so I don't lose them. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this piece instead of this big piece of cardboard because I don't want to waste that. And I really wanted this card to just be happy. And oranges and yellows are happy colors to me. They're summer, they're bright, they remind me of my favorite flavors like orange and citrusy type things. All of that just screams summer for me. So I'm going to start with the carved pumpkin and go all the way around, pulling that ink in. Whoops. And I'm blending with the Distressed Oxides today. They're just so much easier to blend with and get a nice blend without having to work your arm quite so much. And they give you such a fun, bright color. I especially love the orange and yellow blended together with the oxides. Alright, so now that I have my orange, I'm going to come in with just a little bit of the yellow to give that kind of fun halo around the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and let's kind of go over to this side. And I'm starting real lightly, but I'm just kind of doing my blending right there at the edge of the orange, pulling that in a little bit. Tapping off, and then I'm just swirling it just a little bit, mixing it into that orange. Pulling that in. Almost like it's glowing. I just a few little swipes over the center. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I can come back with the orange if I needed to, but I don't think I need to. I think it's looking good for what we're going to do with it. Make sure I have no ink on my fingers. This is going to be a top folding landscape card. And I have made 12 of these, which might be why they're a little more on the easy side as far as, you know, using oxide inks and, you know, just everything I had to do. It was when you're mass producing like that, you want to keep it where you can streamline it and get a lot of them done at once. So I have done most of my die cutting and coloring and all of that already, or I shouldn't say die cutting, I actually cut those out, but I did die cut the frame and I've got all that done. So this will be one of my 12. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, we'll glue our weirdo frame on. And one of the things I considered In the Weirdo frame, you can die cut all at one time a bunch of circles that will go on top of these funky circles that are part of the frame. And I had originally pulled some gold glitter paper to add on top of these circles. But when I started getting my card done, I ended up deciding that I liked it better with just the black. I thought the gold circles just kind of, they added too much. It was just too much. And normally, I'm not a person that says that. I like things to be, you know, done up really over the top. I kind of like that. And usually you can't have enough glitter for me, but in this card, I decided to let the stamped image have the show and to not add any glitter. You'll have to tell me what you think. So I'm just going to arrange all of our crafty goodies, and then we'll finish up the inside. So how many of you, when you were kids or even now, had those orange-handled Fisker scissors? When I was coloring these scissors, I'm like, okay, they have to have orange handles, right? So I use black-handled ones here in my craft room, but down in the kitchen, we do have the good old standby orange ones. All right, and my final icon is this fun paintbrush. Now before we go on to the inside, there is one more thing that we're going to add to the front, and that is I'm going to take a black marker and I am going to color their eyes. And also my glue gun has a nice wide mouth, so I'm going to go ahead and color in his mouth. But the rest of them, I think their mouths look pretty good. Maybe this guy's mouth. All right. And I just like to do that. Sometimes if your stamping is not as dark as you want, making those eyes a little darker just really, you know, helps finish it off. Okay, so to finish off the inside, we are going to stamp just a few things. Life is better when you're crafting. I think we'd all agree. There we go. And let's see, there's a little block. I have a couple little paint splashes here. I'm just gonna stamp those. And then, oops, dropped it. My final image, there's a piece of washi tape, and I am going to stamp this washi tape just right up here. Now, one thing I thought was fun with this washi tape, if you wanted to like draw a square around it and then add 2 pieces of washi tape as if your sentiment is like taped inside, I thought that might be a fun idea. I didn't end up doing it on this card, but I did think that was a fun idea with this washi tape stamp. All right, now I'm going to come back and color these later. I did not pull the markers to color these. I have my markers in use in lots of places, so I'll have to come back and do that later. But I can sure show you how I did it on the inside of this one. So, all right, if you are a crafter that loves to give crafty gifts, this might be a fun card to pop in a present and give to someone crafty. If you hear of crops and things going on this summer, I hope that you will be able to take advantage of them. It's so fun to get together in person with other crafters. All right, thank you so much. The products are listed below. Click that thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.